Hello and welcome again. Yes, I know that uh, my videos are or have been quite long, but I prepared them not just to give information about English, but I prepared them to practice English or to interact English mutually in a classroom environment. So I have to uh, I have to uh, read both the example sentence, the question, and again I have to answer them. But what can we do to keep them short? Maybe I can omit some of them and maybe I can just read and uh, leave uh, leave the blank parts to you. Okay, let me try my best to keep them short again. Okay, let's go on studying and acquiring reported speech. Yes. Okay, again, the subject matter of trip 3 is the reported speech, and of course it will be about exercises about reported speech and yes, a kind of quiz. Okay. For example, yes, please complete the indirect sentences. Okay. Example, I said this is a difficult problem. This is a direct sentence, okay? I said this is a difficult problem. In indirect form, I told you, okay? I told you that that was a difficult problem. This becomes that, as you know, in reported speech. Example 2, Meral said, I am coming this week. So Meral told me that she was coming that week. I am sure that you are very familiar with those sentences. Okay, number three. Okay, Volkan said, I can buy my ticket by myself tomorrow. Yes, Volkan told them he could buy his ticket by himself the following day or the next day. Aisha said to her brother, please help me lift the sofa. Help somebody do something. Aisha told her brother to help her lift the sofa. Or Aisha asked her brother to help her lift the sofa. Murat said to his friends, do not be in a hurry, please. So he told them not to be in a hurry. He said to me, I want to buy an umbrella now. He told me that he wanted to buy an umbrella then. Okay, 7, Mary said, do you speak English here in this company? She asked them if they spoke English there in that company. The old man said the little girl. The old man said to. Said is used with to. Said to the little girl, don't you know me? So he asked her if he didn't know him. The student said to the teacher, is there an exam tomorrow? Yeah, he asked her if there was an exam the next day. She said to me, I will always trust you. She said that she would always trust me. He said to us, I can't go with you. He told us that Okay, let me leave it to you. They said to us, we can't play next week. He told us that, etc., etc. 13, he said to me, I may be late tonight. So may will be might. Okay. He told me blank. She said, shall I tell them that Cemil has left? She asked if she should. Okay, if she should tell them that Cemil had left. He said, what time shall I start cooking? He asked what time he should start cooking. My mother said to me, you must do your best. My mother told me that I had to do my best. 17, she said, we must keep the environment clean. She told us that we had to keep the environment clean, or because it is a permanent necessity, we can leave the must. Okay. For example, she told us we must keep the environment clean. We must always keep the environment clean. Specific situation for must. We mentioned it before, yes. 18, she said Altu must have forgotten to change the water of the aquarium. So she said that Altu must have forgotten, yes, must have forgotten remains the same, to change the water of the aquarium. He said Helen needn't finish painting until tomorrow. Again, needn't remains the same. He told me Helen needn't finish painting until tomorrow. He told me Helen Helen wouldn't need to finish painting until the next day. He told me Helen wouldn't have to finish painting until the next day. She said, you don't need to pay for the bread. She told me I didn't need to pay for the bread. 21, will you join the exam, Mark? She said. She wanted to know if, etc., etc. Have you ever seen a famous person lately, Mary? He said. He wondered, again, if he wondered, if Mary had seen a famous person lately. Turn down the TV and don't talk loudly, he said to them. Yes, he told them imperative, to do or not to do. 24, the director said to them, where are you going tomorrow? The director asked them where as a conjunction. We use where here as a conjunction, and 1/10 we go 1/10 back. Okay? The director wondered where. The director wanted to know where. The director inquired where they were going the following day. 25, do not drive so fast, Selim, Emine said. So Emine warned Selim not to drive so fast. She said, please leave me alone. I don't want you to help me. Yes, just she told me to leave her alone, and she didn't want me to help her. He said, are you hoping to be in Cyprus tomorrow? He asked her if she was hoping to be in Cyprus the next day. Do you have to eat special food? She said. She asked him if he had to eat special food. When did you get interested? When did you get interested in judo? Yes, get interested in something. She said to me, but of course it's a question. She wanted to know when I got interested in judo. Would you mind signing? Would you mind signing this form? He said. He asked me, he asked me, ask somebody to do something, to sign that form. This becomes that. 31, I don't like your attitude, Tuncay. You do not pay any attention to your work. From now on, I won't care whether you promote or not. You have never thought me as a promoter, have you? Said the editor. Tuncay's editor, Tuncay's editor, Tijan Hanım, said that, okay, said that you start by saying she didn't like his attitude, etc., etc. You will complete it. Now, Tijan said to Tuğçe, I'd like to be helpful to you with using the internet. Tuğçe. Firstly, get to know where the system begins and ends. Be patient and kind. Secondly, do not give too much personal information to your chat friends. Do not become interested in advertising. Try to get real information which will be useful to your caliber and competence. Do you believe that the internet will help you cultivate your personality and career to be a cultivated person? Now, Tijan Hanım told Tuğçe that Tijan Hanım told Tuğçe that she'd like to be helpful to her with using the internet. Firstly, to get to know, she told him to get to know where the system begins and ends. And she also told him to be patient and kind. Secondly, not to give too much personal information to her chat friends, not to become interested in advertising. And she told her, we can repeat, Tijan Hanım told her that, yes, whenever we want. She also told her not to become interested in advertising, but to try to get real information which will be useful to her caliber and competence. And now Tijan Hanım asked if she believed that the internet would help her cultivate her personality and career to be a cultivated person. Please complete the direct sentences now, okay? First, we will see an indirect sentence, then we will think about the original form, the direct form, in quotations, of course, of that speech. She advised Ayhan to buy a Ford Focus. So she said, you should buy a Ford Focus, Ayhan. Okay. She suggested booking a table at Durusu restaurant. Okay. So she said she had better book a table at Durusu restaurant. Okay. She warned him that if he went on shouting, she would call the police. So she said, if you went on shouting, I will call the police. He accused Meral of having scratched his car. So he said, you scratched, okay? You scratched my car. He apologized for having bothered the old lady. He said, I am sorry for bothering you, or I am sorry that I bothered you. She admitted breaking the windshield or windscreen, or wipers, windshield wipers. She said, I broke the windshield wipers. Sally complained that Billy hadn't pay her enough money. Sally complained that Billy hadn't paid her enough money. So you didn't pay me enough money, Sally said. Or Sally said to Billy, you didn't pay me enough money. George refused to help John. George refused to help John. So said George, I will not help you. I will not help you. Johnny denied having borrowed money from Billy, said Johnny. Johnny said I didn't borrow. I didn't borrow money from you, said Johnny. Patricia informed us that she had already called an ambulance. I have already called an ambulance, Patricia said. Tom boasted that he had saved the drowning old man. Tom said he has saved, or he saved, simple past or present perfect. Both are true, correct. Tom said he has saved the drowning old man, or he saved the drowning old man. The old lady begged Tom to take her husband to hospital. The old lady said to Tom, please take my husband to hospital. Imperative. Note, please, when direct speech sentences are changed into indirect speech sentences, I wonder, I want to know, and inquire may replace ask. Instead of saying ask, we may use I wonder, I want to know, I inquire. Yes, that's right. I here as well. I inquire. Roman number 2. Asked, replied, added, first of all, then, and then, said, told them, after that, next, finally, as, adding that, and he added that, because, but, since are usually needed. Yes, especially in a paragraph. Roman number 3, oh dear, well, etc. are omitted. Yes, in indirect speech sentences. These are general information about reported speech. Yeah, this is also Roman number 4 is also important. Type 2 if clauses, type 3 if clauses, wish clauses, or it's time clauses, it's time, would rather, time, as, when, while clauses remain entirely, completely unchanged. We don't change them. We leave them original. As they are, we leave them as they are. For example, she said, I might see them. She told us that she might see them. Might remains same. Roman number 2, he said, I would swim if I could. He told me that he would swim if he could. We only change the pronoun I into he. Roman number 3, he said, if my house were new, second type of if clause, I wouldn't sell it. He told me that if his house were new, he wouldn't sell it. Yes. Roman number 6, she said, I wish I spoke English. Okay. She told me that she wished she spoke Chinese. 5, he said, I would rather Lily saw you now. He told me that he would rather Lily saw me then. It's time we left. It's time we left, he said. So he said it was time they left. As Tijan was walking down the road, someone tapped on her shoulder, he said. He said, or he told that, yes. Why did I write that? He told that. Especially we say he said to me. He told me, he told that, okay? She said, it is a tradition, it is famous that said, say, said is used in before the direct speech, but told is used in indirect speech. Okay, told. He said, now he told, yes. It's time we left, he said. He told us, he told us that it was time they left. Okay, 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 yes. Roman number 8. The phone rang, okay, while I was cooking lunch, she said. So she told us that the phone rang while she was cooking lunch. If I were you, I might apologize, she said to me. So she told me, and she told me if she were me, she might apologize. This is, he is very tactful, she says. He says that she tells us that he is very tactful. Reporting verb is present, yes. So we don't, there is no tense change, but there is pronoun change. For example, he is very tactful, she says. Now, for example, I am, let's change it into I am. I am very tactful, she says. So she tells us that we change the pronoun. She is very tactful. Okay. No tense change, but there is pronoun change. Pronoun changes. Okay. All kinds of pronouns. Subject pronouns, object pronouns, possessive pronouns, adjective pronouns. Okay. Reflexive pronouns. Indirect speech with statements by that. Yilmaz is going to London, Mary. He will be there at 10 p.m. I can tell Mary that Yilmaz is going to London. What can you tell her? I can tell her that he will be there at 10 p.m. No tense changes. Indirect request with imperatives by to, not to. Indirect requests. Don't buy a big laptop, right? Buy a small one. I can tell her not to buy a big laptop. What can you tell her? So I can tell her to buy a small one. Indirect request with yes, no, but if or whether. Edgar, will you be a member of our team? Don't you like social activities? So I can ask Edgar if he will be a member of our team. What can you ask him? I can ask him not if, sorry, if he likes, if he whether or not is, I think, better. Whether or not he likes social activities. Okay. Or only if is also possible. If he likes social activities, whether he likes social activities or not. Or whether or not he likes social activities. If close, whether or not close. Now, learning. Indirect request with WH questions by a question word as a connector. Yes, you are already familiar with that form of using question word questions. We use them as a connector. Orhan, why does Arif want a USB? When might he return it? I can ask Orhan, why Arif wants, okay? Yeah, you know this, a USB. What can you ask him? I can also ask him when he might return it. I can ask Nancy whether or not she can, whether or not close, for example. I can ask Nancy whether or not she can do us a favor and drive us to the countryside. Can you ask Tom how many friends I can bring to his party? Yes, I can ask him how many friends he can bring to his party. I can tell Max that there is a match at 3 p.m. Can you tell him to come early? Yes, I can tell him to come early. I can ask Sophia if she can lend Olcay some money. Can you ask him how much she can lend? Yes, I can ask him how much Sophia can lend. As you know, we must we have to be able to use them as normal sentences. Okay. 8A. I can ask the waiter if there are any stuffed peppers. Can you ask him whether there are stuffed cabbage rolls? Yes, I can ask him whether there are stuffed cabbage rolls, or if there are stuffed cabbage rolls. Or, yes, I can ask whether or not there are stuffed cabbage rolls. Please compare. Leila said, I may see my uncle tomorrow because I have to ask for his advice about my project. What did Leila say? Leila told that she might see her uncle the following day because she had to ask for his advice about her project. Leila, yes, we did it. She might see, okay, this is the key. Now, 3 verbs as ask, say, and tell. Number 1. So there is if. Which one shall we choose? Of course, not tell and say, but ask. So Jack asked them if they had seen his camera. They blank him that the camera was in the light brown bag. So not question, not say, but tell. They told him that the camera was in the light brown bag. Or they are telling him that, okay? They are telling him that the camera was in the light brown bag yesterday. They are telling him now that the camera was in the light brown bag yesterday. Or they told him that yesterday the camera was in the light brown bag. Jack blanked to his friends that, to his friends. So it's time to use say. Jack said to his friends that he had to take a few photos of them. They told him that they would be very pleased with being taken photos of them. They also asked him why he had to do that. Okay, yeah, this is the key. Other reporting verbs are also used to describe actions more effectively and accurately, such as argue, claim, declare, explain, report, state. Yes, report itself, we can also use report itself in reported speech. By starting, he reported that. Okay. Stated that, added that, announced that, answered that, commented that, yes, complained that, exclaimed that, implied that, maintained that, mentioned that, promised that, remarked that, replied that, just like answered that, responded that, revealed that, and wrote that. For example, Ahmed said, I will help Serdar find the house for rent. So Ahmed promised that he would help Serdar find the house for rent. Ahmed said, I will help Serdar. Yes, help somebody do something. Question word is a conjunction with I wonder, why, what, where, when, how, if, I wonder whether, I wonder who, I wonder how many, I wonder how much, I wonder how long, I wonder which book, I wonder which book you will give me, for example. 9. I wonder why the young man is trying to climb the wall. Yeah, I wonder why the young man is trying to climb the wall. No question mark, okay? Period. Full stop. What do you wonder? I wonder how long it will take him to climb the top. Okay, ways to express certainty as 1, very certain, 90%. Certain, clearly, certainly, it's certain that, it's obvious that, there is no question that she will come here by 12, for example. There is no question that she will come here by 12. Or clearly, she will come here by 12. Certainly, she will come here by 12. She must come here by 12. With model, she must come here by 12. Okay. Almost certain, 70%. Most likely, probably, not certainly, but probably. It's probable that, yes, yeah, you are familiar with them. We have studied them in simple models and model perfects. It's probable that, I'll bet that she will come here by 12. Or she could come here by 12. You know this. I am sure you know this. You have acquired this. 3, somewhat certain, 10%. I guess that, I imagine that, I suppose that she will come here by 12, or maybe, possibly, yeah, maybe, possibly, or it's possible that she will come here by 12, or she might come here by 12, or she may come here by 12. Now, 10, Betty, what might have happened to Susie? Amanda, she might have been busy with her latest book. Betty, when might she come here? Amanda, she might come here by 12. Betty, when is it possible that she will publish it? It is possible that she will publish it next month. Okay, quiz time. Okay, question 1. The circumciser told that he blank late to the circumcision feast, circumcision occasion. So the circumciser told that he might be late for the circumcision occasion. I think is the feast. Yeah, it is also a feast. Okay, they give a feast. Yes. Okay, 2, the teacher told us not to cross the road when the lights were red. Yeah, the teacher told us not to cross the road yesterday. The general director told the labor representatives not to demand, not to want, not to demand more increase in wages than suggested. The fourth one, the detective asked, yes, why there was, okay? The detective asked why there was a computer in the cellar. The latest exam shows that you can do this. Okay, now let's enrich our vocabulary. Okay, participate, it is also possible, but sometimes we don't use, in some situations, we don't use in. We take part in something, yes, take part in, but we participate. A course, for example, yes. An activity or event. I am expected to participate in the discussion about traffic congestion. In what kind of discussion are you expected to participate? Are you expected? I am expected, and they expect me, okay? My friends expect me to participate. So I am expected to participate an educational discussion. Give up means stop doing something, quit, yes, especially something that you do regularly, abandon something, or desist from, cease from, quit, yes. My father gave up trying to persuade me to be a genetic engineer. Who gave up trying to persuade you to be an actor? My grandma, my grandma gave up trying to persuade me to be an actor. Stand on his own, 2 feet. 2 feet, sorry, feet. Stand on his own feet, or maybe more, to give more emphasis, 2 feet. It's an idiom, okay? So that is an available time to stand on his own feet. Who has a hard time to stand on his own feet? Sedat's friend has a hard time to stand on his feet, or on his 2 feet, on his own feet, on his own 2 feet. Get over means begin to feel better after a very upsetting experience, become well again after an illness. Yeah, recover from is the, I think, best synonym for get over. Get over something, recover from something. Get over something, recover from something. Mr. Miller gets over the flu in a few days. This is his situation. Who gets over the flu in more than a week? Mr. Miles gets over the flu in more than a week. How long does it take you to get over the flu? It takes me 10 days to get over the flu. Who has just gotten over heart attack? Muhsin Bey has just gotten over or recovered from heart attack. He is fine now. He is all right now. Okay, Michael has something in common. Yes, to have something in common with his uncle. Who do you have something in common with? Who or whom? Whom do you have something in common with? I have something in common with my neighbor, Hasan Bey. Being, doing, and having better and better. Being better and better, doing better and better, having better and better. Yes, speaking better and better, learning better and better. Okay, living better and better. If the aim of being, doing, and having something is known clearly, the way gets easier and easier. How does the ethical conduct contribute to the process? If there is the ethical conduct, ethical manner, behavior, the process will certainly be better and better. Is there anyone who doesn't want to be better, to do better, or to have something better? Of course, there is no one who wants to be who wants to be better, to do better, and to have better. Adjective for somebody to do. It's possible, important for Nevzat to meet us for the sightseeing. Is it possible for you to see the sights? Yes, it is possible for me to see the sights. Possible, adjective, possible for somebody to do something. For example, is it possible to have a glass of water? Is it possible to have a glass of tea? Yes, sure. Here you are. Guarding ourselves or guard yourself. We should guard ourselves, watch, take care of, defend. We have to guard our five perceptions. First of all, we have to guard our hearing. Is hearing or seeing more controllable, manageable than the other? Of course, seeing is more controllable than the other. What about our mind and heart? Of course, our mind is more manageable than our heart. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I wish you well-being and stay safe. See you next time.